dog bell to signal it's time for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. And off we go from Foxborough. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
Even 12 yards. And the Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Open man to Mario Douglas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A run here with Stevenson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
3rd and short. And here is May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Portegales for the Patriot field goal.
53-yard.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
Second and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
On fourth down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker out to punt for Tennessee. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the second time. On play action, here's May. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is the Pro Bowler, Jeffrey Simmons. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 18.
Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. Third down coming up. To throw now, May will set up the screen for Gibson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Titans offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive, so they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with first and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Lockett headed in motion. Again, it's Pollard. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
It is third and long. From the gun, here's Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They quickly out to Diggs. He's got room past the 35. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
May gonna hold on to this one. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
These are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. May. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, New England.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Raymond Jones in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have.
Out of the gun, here's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
This will remain a scoreless game.
In this case, the upright sent it right back.
They'll send their tight end left.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Drop play.
Mike, they have all options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
First and 10, and they give it to Powell. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
We don't give these big guys enough credit.
3, it is 2nd and 13. Off play action, it's Ward. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. Start out with Stevenson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5 as we are ready to get back underway. He's found his receiver, Butte. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 18 on the gain again. And another first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's Stevenson, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. May gonna look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
To throw on first down is May. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 2. Now Stevens, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Cedric Gray there to bring him down.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is third and inches. They'll run the sneak. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Flush to his right. Off he goes. And he's in. Great May. Touchdown, Patriots. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. That caught Tony Pollard. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Throwing on third down, Ward. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a first down.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the #1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback. Trying to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
He'll get this out quickly to his left. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
From the gun on third down, Ward. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down for Tennessee.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. A give to Pollard, running right. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
And what started out as a promising drive, now they find themselves in third and long. After being stuffed for a loss on first down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. Third and long.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. It is Harold Landry working his way in for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punch it away for the fourth time today. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. To throw is May. Has completed to Douglas. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down, it's May. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. Sure pass, caught by Henry, tight end.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. May to the air, in trouble, and down he goes. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. They'll be their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
9-yard line.
Here's May. Push down to his left. And he'll take this one in. Great May. Touchdown, New England. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats move out on top, 14-0.
14. Titans nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. This one quickly out to Lockett.
Close pass. It's a pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Shotgun snap for Wolf. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he could do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the gun, Ward. His pass caught. It's Chigokankwo. Getting close to another 1st down. It's brought down just shy of the marker.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He takes off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the 2nd quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great 2nd half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Tim Ray DK now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Titans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now Pollard, and the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Ward. That's complete to lock it outright. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. A run here with Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Gun, here's May. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He's got Douglas going deep, and this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Titans offense ready for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Titans are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Titans 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll go play action with May. Pass caught right side by Henry.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Patriots first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Here comes the jet sweep. He'll get to the edge, but unsuccessfully stopped there for no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big hit for the Patriots. An even 40 yards.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
And he'll get into the end zone. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Patriots.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and through. And the Patriots will take a 21-7 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Now, first down throw for Ward. Complete Ridley on the reception. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Tennessee.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Ward. Open right side is a Okonkwo. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. That's good for a Titan first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. Has some room inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. 20-yard pickup there. First down for Tennessee.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. This is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
And it'll be marked down at the 7, and it will set up first and goal.
First and goal, Tennessee.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. To throw is Ward. To the goal line and in. Alec Iomanner. Touchdown Titans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans draw closer here. It's 21-14. throwing the touchdown. Here's Slides to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On play action, here's May. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now is May. Will set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
May gonna look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Patriots ready for the punt.
Formation for the Patriots.
Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Titans offense and quarterback Cam Ward headed back out onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. A throw on the move is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the 29-yard line.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. On the ground, it's Pollard. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Pollard. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
to throw is Ward. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down for Tennessee. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Start of the 4th quarter, and it's a run by Pollard. And the left first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal. In motion, Okonkwo. Now Ward on 3rd and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
As they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this to Hooper, left side. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Titans offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with great field position, right at midfield with a 1st down. Play action. Ward under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. And LeBron chasing. some. In there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Shotgun snap for Ward. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Third and long. Here's Ward. Got a man. It's Roberts. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They give to Pollard on the option. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down. Again, it's Pollard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Out of the gun, Ward. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Joey flies back out to kick this one away. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On second down, it's May. He's found his receiver, Buto. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, New England.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
That'll be complete to Gibson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
May to throw on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it's going to bring up a third down. Out of the gun, here's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. He needed 13 and got 14 for the first down.
That's another Patriots first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Brings up second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on second down. May. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. A carry now for Gibson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. And and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll run out of the gun, and it's Stevenson. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. Talk things over before third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll look to run with Stevenson. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregames. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregames to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They send Ridley in motion. On 1st down, it's Ward. Broke left side, taken in by Iomanno. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Pollard. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Middle of the field, he's got a Conquo. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
It is 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Ward. That's made right side by Iomanno. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what...
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield. But this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Ward. Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Give them 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete. But no doubt there was contact there. One last throw here for Ward. And this is a touchdown. They do it on the final play. And now decision time, down 1. Will they go for 2 and the win?
Mike, I know everyone loves to debate these decisions, but I don't even think there's a decision to be made. You have got to keep your offense on the field, go for 2, and end this thing right here, no overtime.
So one matter still remains before overtime. The extra point. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game.